All right, welcome back, everyone, for the first session of Xenosaga Episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed the finale last week, but we are going to jump into the next one. I'd say probably the biggest complaint that I would have about this one is that they tried to go a little too realistic with the character designs. Otherwise, everything else still looks pretty good. I mean, the art style is great and all that, but the characters, and you'll see once we get in there, something just doesn't quite click about them. So this one leaves off starts up right where the last one left off. And the great thing is because we have save data for episode 1, we get some extra stuff to start off with. So right there we get the swimsuit for Ziggy and Cosmos. We get the geriatric swimsuit. I think that's for the professor later on. And I think we also get some extra skill points to use off the bat. But let's jump in. That should all be fine. And set up.
What you're seeing here is actual footage from the violence that erupted before dawn this morning. These seemingly coordinated Realian attacks were reported throughout Federation territory, prompting government officials to consider this movement an act of terrorism. The response to these Realians has been...
So this, I believe, is a newsreel from back on the Miltia incident.
There's been a new development. As internal agencies continue to analyze these violent events, a flash action report within the Federation and obtained by this station indicates that only Realian models created within the last 2 years, or those receiving adjustments in the Miltian star system, have been implicated. Although this is not a complete list, we have obtained a partial list of units matching these criteria. This list includes DZ-100-6448, DZ-2000330, DZ...
Oh, right, they actually start off back in the middle. I forgot about this part.
Today was just the beginning of the ensuing violence. These Realian outbreaks are spreading like wildfire. They'll be reading off plenty more model numbers in the media tomorrow. I can assure you.
So, what does that have to do with the operation? I'd like to know why I was chosen for this mission. I'm told that the military has detained all of its Realians. I find it difficult to believe that they don't have any misgivings about us.
Kanan, you're a Realian who's been especially created and configured by Vector itself. I've been given the CEO's personal guarantee that you won't be affected like the others.
Besides, no ordinary pilot could possibly control your craft. That makes you...
Hi, Chaos.
...very vital to the operation.
I don't believe you two have been properly introduced yet. This is Chaos. He'll be joining you on board as your navigator.
I appreciate the offer, but you may want to reconsider. A regular human can't ride in that thing.
Well, good thing he's not a regular human.
Right. That's why I'm here. Don't worry.
All right, it's settled then. Good luck to both of you.
As mentioned in the briefing, this is a top-secret mission. All IFF code transmitters will be switched off, and under no circumstances will you receive backup from this vessel. You'll have to manage your descent and return on your own. You can expect heavy resistance from both UTIC enemy craft and Federation military units deployed throughout Miltia. It's gonna be dangerous, so watch yourselves out
This
there.
is a craft
Don't
that we'll
worry.
become very familiar with over
I'm coming back.
this episode and the next one.
Requesting confirmation. We are to head to point NN441, correct?
Correct. The URTV force is currently deployed at the target location. Your primary objective is to retrieve them. Protecting them should be your first priority.
All of them?
Affirmative. If the situation allows, you will then infiltrate UTIC's mother frame and acquire the Y data, the root of this conflict.
Roger. We'll do what we can.
ES Asher, startup sequence complete.
Yes,
Requesting launch.
Asher.
Launch request confirmed. Now guiding ES Asher to Deck B.
They definitely improved the mech situations, and as I believe we're about to see, they actually created certain sections where you're only in the ES. And that works a lot better than how the mechs worked in 1.
Defensive
Where you
shields
had
deployed.
you could
Ready when
switch
you are.
into them at any time you want, but really it wasn't really worth it to do it. Excuse me.
Currently passing through the troposphere. Outer hull temperature returning to normal. Adjusting
And of course, they
descent
also
path
tied
by
the mechs into the
0.22.
story this time.
This should get us closer to our target.
Uh-oh. Incoming.
Approach warning. Incoming craft detected. They're on an intercept course. There are...
We'll take them all out. Stop counting and take control of the shields. We'll use the shockwave to gain an advantage on them. You've got control of the weapons.
Roger.
Huh?
It looks like they're unmanned. With no G-force limit, they can outmaneuver us. They might pull some crazy moves out there, so be careful.
It just makes them all the more predictable.
Woohoo! Good shot. There we go. Woo! More. Oh, there he went. Oh, crap. There's more of them.
There's no end to these guys. And we don't have much ABR energy left either. Let's find some place to set it down.
Whoa. Oh, here we go. Boom! All 5 at once. Good shot. Oh, 4 of them. Whoops.
We're empty.
That's alright. Bam! Fatality.
All enemies destroyed. It's true. You really are as good as they say.
How are you handling the feedback? You know, a normal person would have probably passed out by now. I don't want you jeopardizing the mission.
I'm fine. It feels like it's had some special tuning, but that just makes it more interesting.
I see. Well, if I get anything unusual from you, I'm cutting the bypass to the navigator immediately. I can operate this thing fine by myself.
Roger.
All right. Now, we should be in control.
Looks like
Oh,
we're
not quite yet.
pretty far out from our objective. Plus, I'd say the defensive network we saw on the way down takes out the idea of an airborne approach.
We'll go by ground then. Fortunately, the rubble from the burned-out buildings should provide us enough cover to cross the city unnoticed.
Agreed. We'd better get moving. We don't have much time.
Not much time? Does this have something to do with the URTVs? Those designer children?
Yes, that's right. We need to protect them from the coming crisis. If and when it occurs.
You do realize that's a different story from what I heard in my official briefing.
No doubt. As the Federation government's special forces, the URTVs were sent in ahead of the invasion. I'm sure you understand what they represent in the conflict against the UTIC organization.
Right. I understand that they're bioweapons sent in to sever the link between the UTIC's mobile weapons fleet and their source of power, the Zohar.
The higher-ups have complete confidence in the URTVs. They are the military's trump card. Unfortunately, the brass are also blind to the potential dangers of the URTVs.
Fascinating. I hadn't realized the situation was so desperate.
All right. Come on. Now we should get control. So just like in... like a save point. If you touch it and press circle, you can record your current progress. Now, just in case here, hit 1. Okay, no problem with the save points so far. Should see shortly. Yep. Just like when on foot, we can now destroy obstacles that are in the way. You'll automatically lock onto anything destructible when you get close to it. Press square to destroy it. How you destroy things is up to you. Boom. There are a lot of obstacles. It's possible to shoot at multiple. And on multiple, plus the L1 and R1 to switch between them. There we go. But we want to destroy them both anyway. Woo! Ha! Power shield. Let's see. Here's the menu now. Yeah, this is where we equip them. So, damage reduction when defending. Oh! I knew I forgot something. So this episode, I actually have a physical strategy guide for. I forgot to open it up. And this one comes especially in handy when we get to non-ES battles, because they changed the system quite significantly. Here we go. It's still technically physical and ether attacks, but another element added on to it.
So tell me, what exactly are we expecting to happen here?
Well, the problem is that the URTVs aren't merely machines. They're real people with their consciousness intact. The system that currently controls the Zohar was actually designed to be used for the UMN transport system. However,
Yes.
well, they experimented with the transport of living beings numerous times, but every attempt ended in failure.
According to the records, 99.76% of them were killed instantly.
However, it seems that on very rare occasions, there were survivors. They didn't exist as people anymore, though. They were just things, never able to recover their consciousness, the very element that made them human.
Mental breakdown.
Lieutenant General Helmer concluded that if contact with the system led to the destruction of the human mind, then even the URTVs created as the system's antithesis might be affected. Therefore, if the URTVs were to suffer a mental breakdown, then likely the Zohar, a source of infinite energy, would spiral out of control. That would be devastating.
And yet, the General Staff decision wasn't overturned. I suppose that's where we come in.
Yep. Ah. Come in contact with an enemy to initiate combat. Let's go. Alright, I'll explain the controls during battle. I'm not going to repeat myself, so pay attention. Fastest craft will move forward. First, the order is displayed using icons on the bottom right corner. There are 3 types: mechanical, bio, and gnosis. Square or triangle to attack immediately. Icons on the bottom display the attack information. Selection will be grayed out. Select the target with the directional buttons. The enemy you can have its front or back to you. If you attack an enemy in the back, your aim will be 100%, and the crit will be increased by 50%. Of course, when they're facing away, it's to your advantage, but the opposite is true if you're facing away from the enemy. So we can toggle those on and off. And they tell what each one does. So like square is a physical, and I can't remember all the icons, unfortunately. It's also nice that they started they have the ESs doing doing actual realistic damage. So my long range attack doesn't seem to do much to them. But by base, now the ESs can use boost. X to open the command menu. This will charge your craft's energy by 100 for stock. Check the current charge value by looking at the EC meter. Basic will charge it by 25%. So open the special attacks menu. Special require EC energy. Changing the co-pilot will change the available special attacks. Charge the EC to 200. 100 and 200 indicate the amount of energy. So you got special attacks now for the ESs. Display there are several types of event slots, which will change with each turn. So critical, boost, and skill, and then goes to a random, and then critical. Three random events. Increase ether and healing by 50. Target loses its turn if damaged by an attack. Target's boost gauge increases if attacked. Don't worry about skill in this battle. Yep. That's about it for now. The rest you'll have to figure out for yourself. So let's do a shot buster. Boom. And another shot. Auxiliary armory. After battle is over, enemies will be unable to detect us for a while. So during that time, we won't get into another battle, even if we come in contact. Alright, status. Let's add auxiliary armor A. And we have traps for the ESs too. It has various effects on enemies within its range. Destroy it to set it off. The color indicates the effect. Traps with different colors have different effects. Bye, guys. Nano repair A, good. So that's our new mech healing. A. Sphere. Hello. Okay, calm down there, buddy. Hey, level up. All right. Whee! Whoops. Gotcha. So red gives us a boost bonus. And we can actually carry boosts over between fights now. So that really helps. area. Uh-oh, there goes the song.
What is it? A pillar of light? And that sound. It's more than that. Music.
It's the Song of Nephilim.
You know what it is?
I can't believe it. Even Utic has to be aware of the danger of the song. What could possibly make them? No! If this keeps up...
It looks like they think we're the enemy. Any ideas?
Yep, soldiers have gone nuts.
Yeah, send an emergency IFF signal to let them know we're on their side. We can't let anything stop us. We have to reach our objective.
They should be receiving our IFF signal.
Wait. Something's wrong.
What is this? What the? What's going on with them?
This is... It can't be.
Oh! Ouch. Keep focused, Kanan.
Wait. Kanan, no. Don't listen to it. Close your mind.
Whoa!
Is he with us?
I don't know. But he's broadcasting an IFF.
Attention, unidentified craft. I've received your IFF signal. The other crafts have been tainted, but you seem unaffected. Are you an ally?
Well, it looks like this one's still sane. What do you think?
Getting out of here is our first priority right now. I think we should stick together.
Agreed.
Confirmed. IFF signal accepted. Stand by. I will now eliminate the affected Federation units.
Just slice like that. There they go. Woo! Uh-oh. Aim's not looking so good. Time to go on foot. Oh, wait for it. Be gone.
Impressive.
Damn.
I guess that pilot is just as effective on foot as he is in his craft.
Truly amazing. Thanks for the assist. And you're?
I am Captain Jin
Hi, Jin.
Uzuki.
You don't look like you're with
We
the
finally
regular
get to meet him.
forces. Well, whoever you are, if you're still operational, I advise you to leave. This place affects people. Some stop being people altogether.
They stop being people?
Unfortunately, we can't leave. Not until we've completed our mission.
Your mission?
Forgive us, Captain. I am Chaos, and this is Kanan. I suspect that you're part of the landing operation, aren't you? Do you know where the URTV force is now? If so...
URTVs? Ah, the special units. Said to possess an anti-Udu retrovirus.
Our mission is to protect them. Please, if you know where they are, tell us.
Well, this is quite a coincidence.
Oh boy.
Although it's more than that. Fate, perhaps. In any case, I will take you.
Well, there goes our path back.